Hello, Facebook. So, I wanted to go live today because I wanted to talk about how ketones helped me and my mom and my grandma make it through our trip to Orlando throughout the entire week. Because so often I talk about how ketones help me, but this past week I was around other people other than myself and Justin, and so I was able to witness firsthand from them how ketones was benefiting them instead of just me. So many times I'm answering questions for people about what are ketones and what do they do for you, and that sort of thing, and I send this really short video that does a great job explaining how exactly ketones work, but it heavily talks about the fat loss benefit. And yes, that is an amazing benefit, but it's not the only benefit. And so many people see that and they're like, oh, it's a fat loss supplement. I don't need that because I don't need to lose weight. But it's so much more than that. Because it also helps with your energy and your mental clarity, and it helps with headaches and inflammation and sleeping better at night and suppressing your cravings, and helps clear your skin and all those things. So just a couple things that I wanted to talk about. So when we went to Orlando, I know that my mom and my grandma, they had already ordered ketones, but it hadn't come to the house yet before our trip started. So they didn't have any. So luckily I have some stocked up here, and I brought some with me so they can have them and enjoy the vacation on a more optimal level. And I'm so glad that I brought them because, wow, we needed them. Because I don't know about you if you've ever took a trip to Florida or Orlando and done the theme parks, but me and my family, we stay from open to close, and those are really long days, and you can average about 10 miles a day at those parks. So, so the first day I actually had to work because I am seasonal at Universal, and that was one of the whole reasons why we went on this trip together. So I had to wake up super early, and my mom and my grandma, they hadn't mixed ketones by themselves, and so they wanted me to be with them. So they didn't make any that first day. And so I had brought some with me to work. And man, I tell you what, guys, I wish I had ketones when I first started performing, or when I was performing full-time period, because the energy that I felt throughout the entire day, not feeling overexerted after work and being able to hang out with my family after park close, that's insane to me, because I would not have ever done that before. I would have been way too tired and exhausted and cranky and all the things. So the first day, I was totally fine. I know my grandma was falling asleep during, not my shows, but when they went to watch other shows together while I was working, my mom was telling me that grandma kept falling asleep. And so, but she was just tired from, the trip there. And I know my mom was, feeling it too, and she was just, sore from walking all day. And then, so the next day I had them mix up ketones, and actually every day we had ketones after that. And I know my grandma was wide awake throughout the entire day, which was amazing because she doesn't normally get tired midday, and she falls asleep. If you're sitting down and watching a show in cold air conditioned thing, you're naturally going to pass out. So, but she was awake throughout the rest of the trip, and so was my mom. And the only day that we ever went and got them coffee was the day that we didn't mix ketones first thing in the morning. And yeah, so when you're having ketones, you don't feel the need to have coffee, because you've already have some ketones, they do have caffeine in them, so you already feel like you've already had coffee. So it's not necessary to have it. I mean, you can if you like it, but It's not necessary. So then, I don't know, like throughout the rest of the trip, we, when I think about it today, I noticed like we didn't really overindulge a lot. Like, see, when we went out to eat and stuff, like, you know, when you eat at the theme parks, even if you do your best picking out decent food, it's not all, like, it's not going to be the best food because it's theme park food. So I was kind of worried that I had, like, gained anything or, like, built up this bloat from the vacation, but then, when I got home, I realized that I hadn't, which was awesome. And then I realized today, like, we never went and got Dole Whip. And I was like, oh my gosh, we never got like any of the normal treats that we normally get because we just weren't thinking about them. We weren't craving them when we were at the parks. And I don't know about you, but I used to obsess over food. Like, I was always thinking about, like, when's my next meal, what I'm going to eat tomorrow. Like, just like the act of eating things, like putting things in my mouth and chewing was like a habit. And I used to chew gum all the time because of that. And so the fact that, I don't know, it's like a crazy, I don't know, it's like a huge deal to me that we didn't even think about it. So, like, of course, when we were at Epcot, like, we had drinks, we got popcorn, like, that sort of thing, but, I mean, we didn't get, like, Dole Whips or Mickey bars or, like, the sort of things that you would normally get, like, the corn dogs from Casey's, that sort of thing. Like, never crossed my mind until today when I was, like, looking back at the pictures and like, oh my gosh, we never did that. And that was only because we just weren't thinking about food, like, all day long. We weren't thinking about, like, cravings of all the Disney goodies. I don't know. And so when I got home, I had some, like, new jeans that came in the mail while I was gone, and I ordered some because all of my jeans from, like, last year and past last year, like, they don't fit anymore. And like, yes, this helps with fat loss, but that's not, like I'm saying, that's not the only thing that it deals with. But I did lose some weight in my hips, which is where, like, everything goes. If I overindulge at all, it all goes to my hips. And so so I had ordered a new pair of jeans that were, like, a pant size smaller, and I was kind of worried to try those on when I got back from my trip because I was like, oh, I'm probably bloated, and they're probably not going to zip up because they're smaller than what I'm used to. And I've been the same size pants for years, like throughout college. And so, but I put them on, and they actually are still kind of big. I could go a pant size smaller, not going to because they're comfortable. But, like, I was just shocked that I had no bloat from the entire trip from all of, like, our theme park shenanigans. And that was awesome. And I know that my grandma just kept thanking me throughout the entire trip, like, thank you so much for bringing the ketones with you, because if not, I would not have made it throughout this entire trip. I would have been too tired. Like, any other normal vacation, there's usually one day where, like, mom or grandma would be like, I don't think I can go out today. I think I'm going to stay at the resort and just relax. And that never happened. That's awesome. So, the fact that I can just, like, help anybody feel better is just amazing to me. And I know that when I was at work, that one day, a lot of my coworkers and my friends, they got some ketones from me, and I've been hearing from them since then. And they've been posting on my walls and, like, texting me and stuff, letting me know, like, oh my gosh, I took this, I'm on day 1 or day 2, and I feel amazing. Like, I get it now. This makes you feel energetic. It makes you feel good. It doesn't have any sort of, like, side effects when you stop taking it, like, that sort of thing. And, like, how do I get it? So other than that, guys, like, it's not just for fat loss. It is for energy. It's to help you feel like a normal person. It's supposed to help with your mental clarity. It helps with migraines. It helps with gut issues. It helps with hangovers. helps with your skin. I don't know about you, but like I would still get like really bad adult acne from like that time of the month, and that just hasn't happened since starting the ketones, and it's been like 2 months now, and I don't break out anymore, which is amazing. So there's just so many benefits from it that it's just so much more than just fat loss. So right now the company is doing like 10 days of Christmas. Every day there's a new pop-up sale. Like yesterday it was 12% off. Today it's a sale going on the MCT oil. And that's just something that you add with your ketones, and it comes from coconut oil. It's a natural energy booster, so it gives you like even more energy. But yeah, like I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. Every day it's been something completely different, and so if you just keep following me on all my social medias, I share with you every day what those sales are. And we're only on day 5, so there's so many more days left for the 12 days of Christmas pop-up sales. So, and I also am still doing the 5 and 10 day packs. If you are interested in trying ketones and feeling just like better, you don't have to do a keto diet in order to do to get the benefits of ketones and ketosis anymore. That's how you get it from the supplement. And yeah, if you want to try them out, just hit me up, because I got a whole bunch on stock, and I mail them out almost every day. And yeah, other than that, that's all I got for you. So I just wanted to share this because so often I'm sharing my own story and progression and how they're helping me, but for the first time I got to firsthand witness how it's helping other people and not just myself. So, which I think is so exciting, and yeah, just wanted to share it with you guys. So hope you have a great night, and see you later.